What's up, traders, and welcome back to Uplift Markets. Today we're looking in on NVDA, ticker NVDA, which has been one of the strongest names in the entire market. But the big question is now the time to go long, or do we wait for confirmation? Let's break down the charts, the fundamentals, and why the $125 level is the only level that I care about right now. So, let's get started. First of all, let's begin with NVIDIA's fundamentals. As we know, their market cap is currently at $2.3 trillion, making it one of the most valuable companies in the entire equity market. Their latest earnings came in at a revenue of $22.1 billion, up 265% year over year, which has been outstanding growth. Their net income came in at around $12.8 billion, which is as well incredible margins for the company. I further believe in the name as AI infrastructure demand is still exploding. We have the hyperscalers, data centers, and robotics. Additionally, we have seen partnerships with Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon, which has just added even more to the upside. And the CEO said that they're scaling even harder into the back half of 2025. So yeah, longer term, I'm bullish on NVIDIA all day. But as always, we gotta look at the exact entry points and not chase the price action. So if we look at the daily chart of NVIDIA, we have obviously fallen below key areas of support, which have been the 50 EMA, the yellow line right here, and we have also fallen below the 200 EMA, kind of forming a little death cross right here, right? Obviously, with the current market conditions, this was obviously expected, but something to have note on is that we held the 2024 anchored VWAP, which is this anchored VWAP right here, which measures the average price of entry in which the market participants from the beginning of this intense move entered the name. So it shows that individuals are still heavily interested in the name, and we found buyers exactly at that level. Well, what does this show us psychologically? Well, that there's interest and that this could be the potential bottom for NVIDIA, right? Although there's a bit of a problem, we have the sellers that came in from the highs, which is this red anchored VWAP, which is called the swing high anchored VWAP. It represents the average price in which the sellers came in the market, and they entered around an average price of 120 with around 16 cents. So what we're seeing is a longer term time frame, a longer term trend is mixing with the shorter term bearish trend, and that's what's causing the price action to be currently within this area here, basically consolidative, right? It shows that there seems to be indecision about where to head next. And this is why we have the best scenario here, because there's only two possible outcomes. Either the buyers come in, right, and they hold their levels extraordinarily, and if we close above the $124 level, we will see further upside, right, trying to challenge NVIDIA towards the new highs of 143, right, and even to the highs that we had of 153, right, because it's going to show that the buyers that came in overly overwhelmed the sellers that came in at that high, making them lose money, cover their positions, buy back their shares, right, and cause that double buying, right? On the other hand, what we have here is that if the buyers fail to hold that level, we may go rally towards the 50 EMA and 200, but then decline and have these sellers reject, right? Obviously, they want to enter a little bit more of a higher price, which would be a cheaper price for them, and obviously just enter towards the short side and causing more of that downside move. If we fail below the $104 level, right, basically this anchored VWAP, the buyers have officially failed to hold their levels, and we'll be seeing more downside continuation of NVIDIA towards obviously the level of support of 87, and possibly if there's more bearish news in the market with the current volatility and the administration, we will go towards the next area of support of 75.57 right here, right? This all depends on the market conditions, and obviously if the buyers or the sellers achieve to hold their levels of entry, right? So overall, we know that NVIDIA has been one of the most powerful companies that we have seen in the past 2 years. But the time to buy is always uncertain. We have to understand that the volatility and the price action have more in common than what we think. So here's exactly how I'm playing this. I'm watching the area of 125 as the go long trigger. If we break above that 125 with confirmation, I'm in for a swing position. And precisely what I want to see is we see this strong bid, right? Okay, we start bidding up and we have these type of candles, right? I'm not saying they're going to be exact, but I'm just saying toward the direction. And we have this breakout candle right here, this candle, like that. We don't enter on that candle, we allow for more confirmation. So what we do, maybe we allow for another candle to close the next day, maybe wait another day, right? And then that candle that closes the next day higher, which would be the propulsor, that would be the entry towards the long side with a clear and defined stop at this level right here of 114.77. Or if you want more risk, obviously you can have it towards these lows right here of 98. And I think there's a perfect level too, because, you know, it's above the $100 level. It's pretty flat. And that is a important subconscious or level that people are willing to defend of, you know, $100 levels flat, right? So it would be a bullish case towards the upside, and is why exactly I'll be looking out for that level of 125 to break. So as we have shown, it is not necessary to fully predict the market movement. It's just about knowing when the momentum shifts and when you need to react. And currently here, the chart is speaking clearly that there is no need to enter the name until we have that condition. If we have that break above 125, I repeat, this will be the long continuation on NVIDIA. So is it time to be long? Not yet, but this could be the potential for the upside. The second that we get that clean break, I'm flipping absolutely bullish and building that position. So overall, if you're looking bullish on NVIDIA as well, feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know if you're already in the name. Don't forget also to join the Uplift Markets newsletter for my full watch list every Sunday. It's absolutely free and link is in my description. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, stay sharp, stay uplifted, and don't let the market whip you out.